Our guide has suggested that while slightly surprised that I'd want to go to Din Tai Fung, I'm just kind of like, well, it's not like this fast food joint or this restaurant chain, more to the point, not exactly fast food by any stretch, doesn't exist in the States, or at least not as far as I'm aware. But she does say, okay, if you're gonna do that, you probably shouldn't try and go here, because it's just too crowded and a little expensive. So here I am making my way back down to the metro and see if it will take me where I want to go. Though to be fair, I'm not actually having to get on the metro if I'm going to the next tower over. I'm just going to the Trade Center. And there you can see World Trade Center right ahead. It's at number 1. There's the City Hall at Taipei 101. I'm right between 5 and 4. It's a little complicated, and I'm only looking at one station here. But I think I'm starting to get it. Or at least this one location, which is enough for now, I guess. Oh, isn't this clever? They have this little sign up here, which if it's lit or flashing or something like that, it just warns the passengers that get your umbrellas out, it's raining. Fortunately, it's not, so it isn't. I see, their World Trade Center is not unlike our McCormick place. It's a convention hall, and they've got one going on, some kind of trade show. And I don't think I'm permitted in, as I've not bought myself a ticket, nor do I wish to. As miscalculations go, it's not a big deal. Since I've got nowhere in specific to go, I'm just wandering at the moment. I seem to have found myself a mall right across the street as per our guide's recommendation from Taipei 101. We'll see what I can find. Well, I'll acknowledge that she didn't steer me wrong by saying, just go to the place next door, you'll find a food court there. I'm finding a whole shopping mall here, honestly. There are so many places to choose from that I don't even have a clue where to begin. Admittedly, some of the stores don't offer anything to eat. I admit to being fascinated by this place simply because of the absurd name. Do they have lobsters? Do they have potatoes? Do they have the... Oh, what on earth is this joint? They've got places like this, yakiniku, and sauerkraut fish? Kirsten, you might find that interesting, but I'm not so sure about it. And then we also have a whole order of food trucks along the way as well. I honestly don't know where to begin. Stuck for a decision. And then there's more mall on the inside. So whether there's anything more to eat is beyond. I'm still kind of lost. At least I've got the time to get lost. Oh my, they have a cat cafe on the 4th floor. I'm gonna stay away from that for right now, I think. Maybe some point I probably should, just for the experience, but not quite my thing. Look, I'm not going to admit to having agoraphobia, but the crowds here at this particular dumpling shop are intimidating. I'm not sure I want this stuff this badly. But I admit, I can't seem to quite make up my mind about a possible alternative either. There are so many down here. You'd think I could settle on something, but nothing seems quite Taiwanese. Everything here literally says Japanese or Korean or full Vietnamese. And you just kind of wonder, like, you do have something that's native, right? I'm not entirely sure anymore. I might have to settle on something else. I don't know. Well, I managed to settle on something, and while it's not the dumpling place that's so famous around here, it is a dumpling place, or at least they had a dumpling set menu, so I'm going to give that a try. In the meantime, I had jasmine green tea in a bottle that's square. Very different in that respect. Although I have that with the meal as well. So we'll see how this goes. Apart from the main course of spicy shrimp dumplings and the hot and sour soup, I really don't know what all of this stuff is. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to try it. Most of this stuff is probably very straightforward. These are pickles, I guess. They're sweet. They taste mostly like cucumbers. This looks like bread. That is really strange. It has this slight beefy texture to it. I'm sorry, mouthfeel. It's savory, but I don't know what it is. It's not overpoweringly so, but it's okay. It's not bread, or at least it doesn't feel like bread. All right, let's try the dumplings. This is gonna be too much for me. Well, there's definitely shrimp in there. Not too spicy. That's not bad. I was afraid it was going to really... Okay, it's a slow burn. It sneaks up on you. But yeah, I got no complaints. That is tasty enough. And finally, the hot and sour soup. Which again, not my thing as a general rule. I don't know what to make of the broth. It's not. It defies that whole tastes like chicken thing. No, it's not that. Gosh. I think it must be a vegetable broth or something. If by hot they mean spicy, it's not that. I don't know what it is, but they're overselling it if that's the case. Yeah, I really don't know what to tell you about most of this stuff. And even the sour note isn't quite there as far as I'm concerned, so I don't know. It's not as bad as I thought it would be because I don't generally eat hot and sour soup. I'll prefer egg drop any day. And then there's this thing here. If I didn't know better, I'd say it's a matzo ball. Nope. It's it's like a sausage ball. Not it doesn't look like meat, and yet it certainly tastes like it, like pork or something like that. I'm going to have to assume it's pork because that seems to be fairly a fair staple in Chinese cooking of any sort. All right, that's fair enough. For all that, I haven't had a swig of my jasmine tea. So. Oh, wow. Okay. There is floral notes in that. I guess that's the jasmine. It's refreshing. It is not what I would consider to be my thing, necessarily. But under the circumstances, first of all, it goes with the whole meal. It's very, very Chinese. And it washes everything down very nicely. Like baby shrimp in here. It is really good. You know, I don't think there's anything in here that I don't like. There's some that I'm a little puzzled by. I mean, this bread thing, or bread meat, whatever it is. Yeah, it hasn't got the give that a soggy piece of bread should. I don't know what it is, but it has a little bit of toughness that makes it think it's meat, but it just looks like bread. And I challenge anyone to tell me otherwise. But I mean, I'm sure there's somebody who knows what this is. And I'm making a fool of myself by claiming that it's something that it's not. But since I'm here by myself, eating on my own, I have no one here to correct me. And I'll just leave it to the comments section to correct me ex post facto. There's nothing else you can do for it. Okay, you know, the sweet pickles even grow on you a little bit. I still wouldn't have them myself under ordinary circumstances. If I could have gotten something else instead of those, I probably would have. But, you know, there's nothing here that I won't be able to finish and enjoy given enough time. As it is, I probably should just let you go and say, you know, had another local meal and enjoyed it, apart from the feeling of slightly rushed and still a little overwhelmed by the crowds here, even at 3:30 in the afternoon. This is crazy. And like I said, with it being 3:30, I only have an hour to get myself put together so that I meet everybody and get out of here. Actually, it was probably 3:30 when I ordered this. It was probably closer to 4 at this point. So I really need to finish this and stop talking in order to do it. So anyway, yeah, nothing here screams, oh, I should not have ordered that, or I'm going to be regretting this later. This is, for all that they said it was going to be spicy, it was fine. I mean, it's more than I can eat in a single mouthful. So,
So in that way, it's too much for me. But otherwise, no. I'm perfectly all right. I don't know if they have anything like this back at home. I mean, that's the one thing. We've got a lot of ethnic food. We've got a lot of Chinese. We've got a lot of Japanese. We've got a lot of Korean. Everything exists back at home if I know where to look for it. I'm sure something like this is out there. I mean, these basically look like pot stickers, frankly. Wow, that is spicy. Not terrible. And I could probably go through all this and eat it completely before I need to have any more of that jasmine tea. That one experience in Thailand, after that, everything is easy. So, anyway, I keep yakking on. I should finish this, and I will get back to you later. So, for now, take care. Keep an eye on me. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. Well, that was pleasant enough. And once again, with time to spare, although I think I might need it just in order to find my way out of here. And I'm not sure I'm going to have time to do any more grocery shopping after all, which is a bit of a shame, but then again, how much of that stuff would I have been able to bring back? You know, I think I may have kidded myself into eating and enjoying tofu there. That beefy, bready stuff that I couldn't pin down. Probably that. Somebody's gonna have a good laugh at that when I keep saying I don't like the stuff. Well, I've also said I don't like those pickles either, but oh well. Willing to eat them here now that there's something exotic. Probably serves me right. Literally.